Well, guys, I hope I don't kill myself. How's it going, friends? Everything good? Today, I want to give you a tour of the area where I live, in the Tsurumi neighborhood, which is where I am. I'm going to start showing you from the coast. I'm 1.5 kilometers from home, and now I'm going to show you what it's like. Oops, I got a bug on my head, a tour done on the bicycle. This is the coast, that right there, those twin towers. I have no idea what kind of factory that is. Well, it's a factory, but I don't know what kind of factory. Maybe later. Well, we have the Rainbow Bridge, which lights up in colors at night. Wow, there are fish and a lot of people fishing. It's an area where a lot of people come to fish. But of course, since there's no natural coastline, in this area it's all port. There's no natural area to fish. What happens is that it's a residential area. There are a lot of people who live around here, and it's convenient for them, right? I bought a special cap just to carry this camera. Well, the fact is that I live in a neighborhood called Tsurumi, and, well, the neighborhood, let's say it's divided into certain parts, right? Here nearby, about 1 kilometer away, there's an avenue. A road that divides the neighborhood into the residential area and the factory area. Right now, we're in the factory area. That area over there. Well, that green truck you see over there is a garbage truck. This is the area where the trucks come to dump the waste. And look how tall its tower is, right? And those things that look like, I don't know, Optimus Prime's turbines or something, but it's really robotic. It's really cool. The structure is really, really nice. This is a long avenue full of factories. There's the Tokyo Gas headquarters. From what I can see on this avenue, there are, let's say, big companies, major ones, not small factories, so to speak. I don't know what's here, but you can see their industrial pipes. It's full of pipes. That train that just passed is a local line, a neighborhood line, so to speak. From the main station in Tsurumi, it goes through the whole factory area. So most of the people who take this train are workers. Or, well, maybe by chance, you're near your house. Trains from the same line park there. Look at this. The mechanical parking lots, you can see it's a taxi parking lot. And here there's parking for motorcycles. Car parking. And another one of those automatic ones too. 3, 4, 5 cars on one side and 5 on the other, with just one crane. The crane lifts up, goes in, moves the wheels like this, and lowers down, and your car comes out automatically, so to speak. One time I worked on a construction site where they handled these, but it was an apartment, a building with many floors, like 30 floors, and it was really tall. You looked down and everything looks tiny. And this is the most curious one of all. This is one with bicycles. Look at this. Well, let's see if you can see all the bicycles there. I mean, you can't even count how many bicycles fit in here. And that's where you put the bicycle. There's the system that you have to use with a card, but the thing is, not just anyone can park here. All these parking lots were built by the companies that are here. And well, these are for the workers who live in the area. If they live nearby, they leave their bicycle, and well, the company gives you the card, basically. This is the train station that's closest to my house. JFE Engineering is exactly... This is the company I worked with. The ones that make the parking lots, the automatic ones. Therefore, the parking lots you saw over there, the recent ones, were most likely made by the very same company, JFE. And this is the train station that, if you notice, doesn't even have a turnstile. It's pretty crazy. This happens because it's a small local line. Well, what you see here is the highway and the avenue that divide the neighborhood. On this side, you'll see that there are houses and a plaza. Now we're going to go a little bit over to that side. Well, you'll see that. The scenery has completely changed. There's a school here. If you look closely, between each house there's always at least a small space. The houses don't share a wall with their neighbors. This is mainly because of earthquakes. It's just that if they build everything with shared walls, during an earthquake everything breaks together and that makes it very complicated. Here there's a convenience store open 24 hours and look how funny. Right across the street there's another convenience store. If you live in a central residential area, it's almost impossible to live more than a kilometer away from a convenience store. You'd have to live way out in the countryside. Tell me if this doesn't catch your attention. Look how small the building is. There are 2 doors there. Of course, one door is for the downstairs apartment and the other door is directly the stairs to the upstairs apartment. This is really crazy, isn't it? At least for me, it really caught my attention the first time I saw it. The bus here, that's another thing, right? The bus. A large part of the people who use it are retirees. Why? For 2 reasons. One, because they ride for free, and the other is, well, the bus makes very short routes, which one could do by bicycle or walking. That way, you don't have to wait for the bus because the bus here doesn't come every 5 minutes. Especially on Sundays, it takes at least half an hour to come by. They take the bus to get to the station, which is about 1.5 kilometers from here. Let's go on the sidewalk. Clothing store, but the clothes are mostly for older people. There aren't any trendy clothes. A small supermarket, one of the little ones, another event venue, a chain store. Pharmacy. Let's say they're basic stores. Moss Burger, a really bad hamburger chain, and a karate dojo. This is the local newspaper. Well, local. Newspaper delivery people, bicycle shop. Most people here bring their bikes when they get a flat tire. Mailboxes. Mailboxes that are everywhere. And it's funny because here's another one. Another one of this type of supermarket, My Basket. It's the same chain, just about 3 blocks from the last one we just saw. This neighborhood is full of Latinos, mostly Brazilians. After Brazilians, there are a lot of Peruvians, Chinese food. After that, well, Argentinians and Bolivians. Mostly Nikki, right? Of course. Well, now we're going to cross the Tsurumi River Bridge. Something you'll always notice in Japan. Well, it also depends on the area. But the rivers always look very low. Actually, it's not that they're low, it's just that they always raise the edges. Just in case. In case of heavy rains, so the river doesn't overflow and flood the neighborhood, they always do this, raising the edges of the rivers. This bridge is part of the recently built train line. That train line was about 3 stations away from the main Tsurumi station. I love this because the bridge is really low. Up here I can touch the ceiling and get another view of what are the twin towers of Tsurumi. And this is the place where we usually have barbecues in the neighborhood. We always pick a little spot around here. Sunday. Look, how cool. The guy is fishing, all set up with boots and everything. Beautiful, 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 beautiful river. The thing is, well, I don't think we'll have barbecues very often because it's a mess, guys. I mean, when you have the grill in your backyard, in your house, wherever, it's convenient because you're in your own place. But here, bringing the grills, the coolers, getting everything ready, doing all the shopping, I mean, it's just not as comfortable as having a barbecue at your own place. All right, let's go in this way. Cat. You'll notice that the cat's tail isn't very long. It's not that someone cut it off or anything like that, it's just the way it is. I don't know why, but in Japan it's very common to see cats with short tails. Even my cat has a short tail. When I smelled the scent of frying, it seemed like they were selling fish tempura or something like that. The good thing is, well, I don't think it needs to be mentioned. But here at night, it's super peaceful. You don't have to be afraid of walking on the street very late at night. It's really calm. It's safe. Honestly, that's something nice about Japan. Not just this neighborhood, but Japan in general. It's calm, especially in residential areas. It's peaceful. Look at this here. I wanted to show you this too. This is the last train station before the terminal. This, gentlemen, is the entrance to a train station. It's really creepy, isn't it? You have the vending machines lighting the way, and there's a light above, but it doesn't light up anything. When friends come over for barbecues, they get off at this station and say, "Dude, is your neighborhood station scary, dude? It's nothing like the station near my house." That's the entrance, the ticket machine. But anyway, on the other side is already Toke Avenue, right? West like that? But if it weren't for the fact that you know you're in Japan, that tunnel over there is a little scary. Well, here there's the mess from the noise of the cars. And look, this little house, see? That's something houses have here too. They have 3 floors. In this case, it even has 4, I just noticed. But the floors are really small. I mean, each floor is really narrow. It's like 1 room per floor. Basically, this right here. It's a manga store. DVDs, video games. And half of the place, or actually the biggest part of the place, is all porn. Now, the thing is that here, for example, in this place, when I first arrived in Japan, I bought a used PlayStation 2, which I was also going to use as a digital versatile disc player, and we made good use of it. It broke a while ago, but that's another story. I remember I came to buy the PlayStation 2 with a friend of mine, who's a really crazy guy. I arrived in Japan, and on the second day I was walking around here to get to know the neighborhood, and suddenly I saw a friend. And well, those who watched Magic Kids Nivell X will remember Club Taku. Well, the son, Sebastian, was a friend of mine, and I ran into him here in the neighborhood. I mean, I knew the guy had moved to Japan, but I didn't know which neighborhood he lived in. And I said to him, "Sebanaka, what are you doing here?" "What are you doing here? I live here." That was really funny too. We cracked up because that was literally how the conversation went, but anyway, he already moved somewhere else. We don't live close anymore. We're not neighbors anymore. This is already near the train station. Look, there are restaurants, a produce store, Tsurumi station, and the bus terminal. From here, they already go. From the station everyone starts to leave for. To the neighborhood areas, residential areas, factory areas, whatever. Well, here at Tsurumi Station, obviously it's a big station, so to speak. The Koban, which is the name of the police boxes, is easy to remember as Koban, but not for Argentinians. Here there's a jinja, a Shinto shrine. Look how beautiful it is. The train tracks. Well, now we're already on the west side of Tsurumi. This would be the shopping street on this side. There's also a pharmacy, all the basics, a supermarket, fast food places, and bars. Over here on this side, we have a Book Off. For those who don't know, Book Off is a second-hand store. For books, manga, DVDs, video games, and music CDs. There's a game center here. And this place here, this yellow sign, Torikazoku. Upstairs, on the 3rd floor, is the bar where we have gatherings every Friday with followers who travel to Japan. Every Friday we have meetups, except, well, not now because of the pandemic. The last time we had a meetup was in March. Ramen Jirake, people lining up. The bus terminal is on the other side. But well, when tourism picks up again, you know, Japatonic followers, if you're in Tokyo, You can send me a message through any of Japatonic's social media. And we can arrange to meet up. Every Friday we used to get together to have some drinks, share a few drinks, and eat something. Yes, sir, this is a video rental store. CDs, DVDs, did you notice that? Because, of course, the thing is that Japan, being a country with very little piracy, people still rent DVDs. I mean, there are things that aren't on Netflix. There are things that aren't on Amazon Prime, which are the two most used platforms. There are things you have to go rent. People don't usually see piracy as an option. Obviously, there are people who do pirate, but they're very few. And now CDs? Why CDs? People don't pirate music either. There are things that aren't on Spotify or YouTube Premium. And well, you say, okay, I want the MP3, and maybe you say instead of going around paying iTunes, I rent it, convert it to MP3, and that's it. And while I'm at it, I check out the CD. Yes, there are also manga rentals. You can rent manga if you want. You rent the manga, read it, and return it. It's that simple. Well, let's see. We've arrived at the temple, the one we have nearby in the neighborhood. Now it's all uphill. I mean, maybe you can't tell on camera, but here it's a bit hard to pedal. Don't worry, riding a bike isn't forbidden. Smoking, walking pets, and flying drones are prohibited, but everything else is fine. With the bike. Here I think the uphill is a bit more noticeable. No pets, smoking, drones. We're going to be standing. The map of the temple area, it's pretty big. That climb killed me. Well, we've reached the highest point of the temple area. Besides, it's something else. On the east side of Tsurumi, is all pretty flat, and there's the coast. And on the west side of Tsurumi, it's very mountainous. In fact, there were some slopes that were so steep that going down was really, really, really scary. I think even by car, it was scary. The thing is, last week I was taking a walk around there, but the camera was set up wrong. I wasn't wearing the cap I'm wearing today. He's wearing something like a collar, and I hadn't calculated the camera angle right. It was pointing too high. A real bummer. Well, guys, I hope I don't kill myself. I'm going to slow down a bit because this part really scares me. Whoa, oof, it's really steep. Oof, 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 no. That really scared the crap out of me. Well, I have to go back home. I need a change of underwear.
This slope is crazy. You have to know how to go up and down.
Well, now we're going downhill. So this is really going to be enjoyable, the downhill part. Careful, ma'am. It's so nice to go downhill. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill myself. And well, folks, with this pleasant downhill, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done it yet, I'm going faster than the cars. And I'm going to slow down a bit because if I don't, I really am going to get myself killed. But anyway, see you next time, folks. A big hug to everyone, and goodbye.